Hey everyone! So today we're going to learn 10 abbreviated slang words in Korean. You can basically think of them as a sort of acronym. For example, 열공 is a slang word that comes from 열심히 공부하다, to study hard, right? And you can see 열공 is a combination of the first letters of each word. So if you want to say, I studied hard yesterday, you can say 어제 열공했어요. And that would be a slang word version of 열심히 공부했어요. You can even find the word 열공 in the dictionary because now it's used so commonly that it's impossible to find a native Korean speaker who's never heard of this word. And for this lesson, I brought 10 of the most commonly used abbreviated slang words that you can even find in a dictionary. So let's get started. The first 3 abbreviations I brought are from the localized English words. So they're like Konglish words, which means Koreanized English words. So let's take a look at these 3 first. The first one is 베프, and it's an acronym of 베스트 프렌드. Does this word sound familiar? Obviously, it's a Koreanized pronunciation of best friend. So 베프 means best friend or BFF. 지수랑 친해요? 저희는 베프예요. Next are Insa and ASA. They're the abbreviations of insider and outsider. And you can tell that these 2 words come from the English words insider and outsider. But what they mean in Korean is slightly different from the English words. So insa or insider is a Konglish slang word that means a type of person who gets along with people wherever they go and loves to participate passionately in a group they belong. If someone is deeply insa and really loves being with people and participating in the group, you can add 핵 at the front and say 핵인사. It's like saying a nuclear insider or insider at its core. Asa or outsider, on the other hand, is a type of person that loves being alone rather than trying to be involved in a group. So I would consider myself an asa more than an insa. How about you guys? Next one, 케바케. It's an abbreviation of case by case, which is from the English word case by case, and it means it depends. 다음 달에 영국으로 여행 가는데 영국 날씨가 어때요? 케바케예요. 케바케 also has some variations. For example, if you're meaning to say it depends, as in it depends on the person, you can replace 케바케 with 사바사. 사람 by 사람. Person by person. 한국 사람들은 착한가요? 케바케예요. Or 사바사예요. Next one, 강추, and it's an abbreviation of 강력, 추천. So 강력 comes from the adjective 강력하다, which means to be strong. And 추천 means recommendation. So 추천하다 would be to recommend. So if you say 강추, it means you strongly recommend it. So for example, you can say 이 책으로 공부해서 토픽 합격했어요. 완전 강추해요. Next one, 칼퇴. And it's an abbreviation of 칼같이 or 칼처럼 퇴근하다. 같이 and 처럼 are particle / adverb that means like a noun. So 칼같이 or 칼처럼 means like a knife. 칼 means knife. Like a knife. 퇴근하다, you get off work. So what does you get off work like a knife mean? So in English, guys, when you say 10 p.m. sharp, it means at that exact time without being early or late, right? So when you say 칼 같다, It means you're very sharp with time. So let's suppose that you have a 9 to 5 job, which means you start work at 9 a.m. and finish at 5 p.m. So 5 p.m. is your 퇴근 시간, the time you get off work. And if you get off work at 5 p.m. sharp, that's when you do 칼퇴. You get off work at that exact hour sharp. And 칼퇴 might not be a big deal in some other cultures, but in Korean corporate culture, kind of frowned upon if an employee gets off work sharp because it could seem like you're eager to get off work. So people usually wait at least a minute and get to work 1 minute past or 2 minutes, 5 minutes past. It's less the case now, and more companies are more forgiving and even encouraging 칼퇴 as long as the employees do focus during work hours. 급한 일이 생겨서 칼퇴를 했어요. 모쏠 is an abbreviation of 모태 솔로. So 모태 is actually a Sino-Korean word that means your mother's womb. So ever since you were in your mother's womb, you've been 솔로, you've been single. So it refers to a person who's been single their entire life, who has never dated anyone before. 모쏠. 저는 모쏠이라서 여자들 앞에만 서면 쑥맥이 돼요. The next one, 읽씹 or 안읽씹. So 읽씹 is an abbreviation of 읽고 싶다. Basically, you read it and then you chew it. So here's what 씹다 actually means. So 씹다, its basic meaning is to chew, but it also means to ignore someone's words or messages. So you read that person's text or message online, but you did not reply back. 읽고 싶다. We say that's 읽씹. Somebody read your message but didn't reply. 읽씹. And 안 읽씹 is even worse. That person did not even read it and did not respond. So your message has been completely ignored. That person didn't even read it. 좋아하는 사람한테 카톡을 보냈는데 읽씹 당했어요. 그 사람이 바쁜지 자꾸 제 카톡을 안 읽씹하네요. Next one is 관종, and this is pretty commonly used even between friends to make fun of each other. So 관종 is an abbreviation of 관심 종자. So 관심, when you say you're interested in someone or something, like a certain subject, you can say you have interest. 관심 있어요. 관심 있어요. So 관심 firstly means interest. It also means attention because you give your attention to something that you're interested in, right? So 관심 here means attention. And 종자, species or kind, but it's also a word that is used in a derogatory way when describing a certain bloodline of people. So it's kind of used derogatorily here, bloodline. So it's like a bloodline of people who craves attention. So 관심 종자 or 관종 means an attention seeker. 제 고양이는 완전 관종이에요. And this is a true story. So next one. 내로남불. 내가 하면 로맨스, 남이 하면 불륜. So let's break down what it means. So 내가, 나 plus 가, right? 나 means I. I, 하다, do, 면, if. So if I do it, 내가 하면, whatever it is, if I do it, 로맨스, it's romance. If I do it, it's romance. And 남 is, you can basically think of it as an antonym of 나. So 나 is I, me. And 남 is anyone else but me. So others. So 남 means others. That's not me. 남이 하면 if others do it, then it's 불륜. 불륜 means adultery. So 내가 하면 if I do it, it's romance. 남이 하면 if others do it, it's adultery. So 내로남불 means being hypocritical, having double standards, being forgiving to your own fault but less towards that of others. 제 남자친구는, so my boyfriend, right? 제 남자친구는 my boyfriend. 제가 늦으면, 늦다 to be late. If I am late, 제가 늦으면 화를 내고, 화내다 means to get angry. To get angry, to express one's anger. He gets angry and 자기가 늦으면, so 자기 here means oneself. So here in this sentence, 자기 would mean my boyfriend. If he is late, if I'm late, he gets angry. But if he is late, 자기가 늦으면, if he's late, 별일 아니래요. 별 means something special. 일 means thing or matter. So 별일 would mean a special matter. So 별일 would mean like a big deal. You know? 별일 아니래요. He says it's not 아니다, not a big deal. It's not 별일 아니래요. So if I'm late, my boyfriend gets angry, but if he is late, he says it's not a big deal. And that is a good example of 내로남불, right? 내로남불이 따로 없어요. It's kind of like saying there's no other 내로남불 than this, so it's emphasizing that that's such a hypocritical behavior. 내로남불이 따로 없어요. 따로 means like separately. So literally it means there is no like separate 내로남불, meaning that this is the perfect example of 내로남불. 내로남불이 따로 없어요. The last one is my favorite, and I saved the best for the last. 소확행 is short for 소소하지만 확실한 행복. 소소하다 means to be trivial, small, and 확실하다 means to be certain. So 소소하지만 small, but 확실한 certain, 행복 happiness, small but certain happiness. And in English, it can be translated happiness found in small things. 저는 고양이랑 놀 때 소확행을 느껴요. 제가 좋아하는 걸 배울 때 소확행을 느껴요. 여러분은 언제 소확행을 느껴요? 댓글에 알려주세요. Okay, so that was it for this lesson. I hope you guys enjoyed watching and learned something new. And please let me know if you find this type of video helpful, and I'll try making more of lessons like this. Anyways, thank you so much, guys, and 사랑해요.